What's up, guys? Kimmis here from Meanwhile in the Man Cave. We take a look at all things pop culture, games, toys, or anything we think is cool. And today, we are taking a look at the 1/6 scale Skull Knight figure from 3-0. The mysterious character known as the Skull Knight is from the dark manga fantasy series Berserk, created by the late Kentaro Miura, and is one of the more mysterious characters in the series. Although he appears to be on the side of the story's heroes, his true origins and motivations remain shrouded in mystery. He is believed to be over 1,000 years old and has been fighting demons and the executors of evil's will called the God Hand for at least that long. A popular theory is that he was once the Skull King, who lost everything he cared about when God sent down a group of angels to destroy the Skull King and his entire empire as punishment for his sins. And the Skull Knight's power is fueled by his thirst for vengeance and rage. But with the series creator having passed away, we may never know his true origins. All right, starting off, taking a look at this box. Pretty cool box here. It's all kind of like this metallic iridescent. Might be a preview of the figure on here. Can't really tell. Might be artwork. On the side here, just the title of the character. On the back, some more cool artwork of Skull Knight himself. It's kind of like in a silver, reflective mirrored finish. Pretty cool. So let's stop wasting time on this box and bust the Skull Knight out. So this box is pretty cool even on the inside here. Some more artwork here. Brief preview of what you're going to get inside the box. You've got Skull Knight's shield. You've got 4 extra hands here outside of what's actually on the figure. You got the Skull Knight figure himself and a couple of swords. So let's take a closer look. Alrighty. We've got multiple right hands here with slightly different grips. A total of 3 actually. And you've got 1 left hand extra. And the shield. The rose symbol on it with the thorns. And there are the straps. All right, the first of the 2 swords. First, basically thorned sword. It's pretty cool. And the other sword, this is the really cool one. Semi-translucent with the thorns growing up and around it. Pretty cool design here. Here he is, the Skull Knight. Very cool figure. This thing is sharp though, so when you're going to do stuff with this figure, holy crap, watch out. These up here are very, very sharp. So when you go to put the batteries in here, you got to take this head apart. Good luck, because you're probably going to get poked pretty hard by these spikes on the top. They're pretty sharp. Even these ones on the side of his shoulder armor are really sharp as well. But looks really cool. But he's literally dangerous. The armor looks really nice. going all over here. I wish they'd done his horse too as an option. That would have been really cool to have him on horseback. The spikes all over this guy. It's pretty crazy. He's got a wired cape here as well. It is made to look weathered, but the wire goes all the way through up here, so you can angle that. Back of the figure here. You've got like the spine that runs up his back. You got all the skull ribs. I mean the skeleton ribs here. It's pretty neat. Spikes even on the back. This guy's gonna damage you no matter where you're trying to grab him at. This is kind of a rubbery material for when you go to use his abdomen joint and waist joint. These are being hung on by straps. So you see these are kind of free flowing. If you can get in there close and see that. Those are like little straps. Kind of a nice detail. As far as articulation go, his jaw does move, as well as the whole head, left and right, forward, and a little back here, and you can tilt that head. At his arms, obviously you've got his lateral movement. Let me get this cape out of the way here. Forward and back with the arms. You have the elbow joint, which will also swivel up here at between the shoulder and the bicep. You've got some swivel there, and this whole gauntlet kind of rotates around. At his abdomen, you do have some crunch motion. Not that this character should really need much crunch motion, but he does have it. All this armor is individual up here, so it does allow for free movement, which is a really nice design. And you've got a waist joint there as well. Down here, you've got his legs. Not a whole lot of lateral movement there, very little, if any. You've got your swinging, the leg forward, kick, and back. You do have some pivoting at the hip a little bit there, so you could angle that foot, as well as a knee joint. But down here at the foot, that does move as well, forward and back. This should all be the same on the other side. I'm going to show you how to get at that battery compartment now. So this head, see that split right there? You're going to pull this away. These will come off, like you can kind of pull them apart. Look, check your directions, they explain it in there. I'm going to do that right now. That comes off, and so does the front. So those come off, and it leaves your battery compartment. Oh, sorry about that. Right here is your battery compartment, and you've got a switch right back here. Turn on those eye lights. So here he is with the eyes illuminated. Looks really nice with the eyes illuminated. It's too bad they're such a pain in the butt to get at. And it's much like what Hot Toys does. They just put that on and off switch in a very inconvenient place, along with how you get at the batteries. I'm wondering when they're going to switch to like a wireless powering kind of thing, where their figure stand is actually the power source. Would make a lot more sense. But it looks really good. I'm just going to have to try to figure out a way to illuminate those eyes, or at least put some red in those eyes, so I don't have to have the lights on all the time. So let's get the Skull Knight into some poses, and I'm going to let you know what I think. Okay, so here he is. We've got him in some poses. I like the figure, I do. He's really imposing. This figure is just under 14 inches tall, and the accessories that he comes with are really nice. The sword's really nice. The shield looks good. Both of the swords are actually cool. How his articulation is designed there with the armor and everything is very clever. Very nice with that. Downsides is, again, like it is with a lot of these 1/6 figures, why make it so difficult to get at the battery compartment and the switch, just a simple switch to turn on that those illuminated eyes. The other thing too, I probably would have somehow made it so those eyes are visible without them having to be illuminated. That would have been kind of nice too. But you know, hey, with them illuminated, it looks awesome. I just wish it was easier to get at. As far as posability, it wasn't real easy to get him posed, just because of the bulky nature of this character. I was able to find enough poses that I liked with him, so it's not a big deal for me, but he wasn't as posable as some of the figures that I've done. But still, very cool figure. Definitely like it. It's very faithful to the source material, which I like a lot. The cape is easy to manipulate too as well. That was definitely a plus. So I gotta say, if you're a fan of the Berserk manga, then I would say this is definitely worth picking up. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much, my returning viewers, Ecto Eric and Kathy17. You guys, leaving plenty of comments out there. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch every week. And to all my new viewers, please, if you can, give us a like and subscribe if you like what we do on here. And come back every Tuesday at 9 a.m. for a brand new episode of Meanwhile in the Man Cave. I'll talk to you guys later.